Hello, welcome back to the channel. Tonight and tomorrow we're staying here at Circa, downtown Fremont Street. So let's take a look around. So here we are in the entry foyer way. Now, I will say there's no overhead lighting in this space, but we do have an entry mirror that is lit. And one thing that I do want to say, when you stay at Circa, everything is controlled digitally. So when you first walk into the room, just know this panel is not the same as the panel by your bed. So when you come in, you're basically going to hit high and it turns on all of the lights in the room. Now, when you leave for the day, you come back and you hit buy, and that turns everything off. So when you first walk in, just know that all the lights are going to be off, and this is how you're going to control that room. Next up, we're going to take a look at the bathroom. So here we are in the bathroom. Now, this is actually probably one of the bigger bathrooms we've stayed at on the Strip. I would say the next closest comparison in terms of bathroom size was the suite over at Caesars that Sarah and Joe had, and the room we had over at the Palazzo. So make sure you check out those reviews down in the bottom if you want to see what those bathrooms look like. Now, back here in this back corner, that's where all the magic happens. This is where the toilet is. It actually has its own little light, and I have to say I kind of like that it's tucked back, but there's like not like a partition, so you don't feel like you're pooping in a closet. Over here to our left, we do have double vanities, which I absolutely love in hotels. I feel like all hotels should have double vanities. Why not? I don't really like when they have a small single sink. It just makes the space feel smaller and crowded. Now, the mirrors do have lights, and that is separately controlled both on the wall and on the individual mirror, so you can actually make them a little bit dimmer if you like. It's not as touch responsive as I would like it to be, but you can make them dimmer or brighter individually if you would like. Now here in the middle between the two sinks, there is a little makeup vanity area, which I thought was really cute. The mirror doesn't go up or down, so that I think is a little weird because I would have to basically be like way down here, and it's only a magnifier. There's no other side to this mirror, so is it really helpful? I don't know. Now behind us is the shower, and the shower actually is quite large. Inside the shower, there is not quite a rainfall shower head, but I will say the shower head pressure is amazing, and there's a bench. So if you have mobility issues, it's pretty low to the ground in terms of getting into it. You couldn't roll into this, but if you're somebody who needs a low step, this is perfect. But there's also a bench in the back, so if you want to shave your legs or you just want to sit and enjoy the shower and like have like a steam, this shower is perfect. Next up, we're gonna show the living room. So this is the seating area, and I have to say, it's actually quite comfortable. This chair is actually pretty comfortable. That couch I do not think is a pull-out couch, but it does give you enough space in here that if you had other people staying in this hotel and you wanted to come back and maybe have drinks in your room, there's a table underneath this suitcase. You could just kind of hang out in the like foyer, so you don't have to like sit in your bed. That's always the most awkward thing when you stay in a hotel and you have friends that stay in the hotel as well. It's like, where do you mingle? And if all you have is a bed in the room and there's nowhere for anybody else to sit, it becomes awkward real quick, especially if they're not into that. So this space is actually pretty big, and we've got a light over here to just kind of keep the lighting open. And then back over here in this corner, we have another seating area that I'm currently using to put my luggage on, but you could use it for your luggage, you could use it for storage, because there is like a storage space underneath here. So you've got lots of options for people to sit down in this area without having to get all the way back over there. Next up, we're gonna show the next half of the room. So over to the right of the room, we have a lovely closet space. So in here is where you're going to find your steamer, hangers, luggage rack, and I guess also storage, and then also the safe. So if you're somebody who likes to put your stuff in a safe, you've got a safe option in here, and it is lit as well. So a nice little armoire that has like the C's on the outside for Circa, and like that bronzy color that they're going with. And honestly, the whole room is like themed to this like dark blue bronze era. Now we're gonna go take a look at the desk. So here's the workspace for the room. It does come with a chair. The desk is actually pretty wide and you can pretty much kind of stretch out on it, as you can see. We do have a mini fridge in here, which they do give you 2 complimentary waters a day. Now they don't come and restock it automatically. You have to reach out to housekeeping on the Alexa device, which we'll show you in just a second, to request more water. Now just know, if you say the magic word, she will turn on, and only way you're going to be able to turn that off is by unplugging it. So keep that in mind. Back over here in this corner of the room, we have what Gary loves to call the cuck chair. And interestingly enough, it swivels and it points directly at the bed. There is a nice gold pillow. This we took off of the bed last night. And then we have actually quite a large TV that is on a swivel, which was actually not too bad last night. Ample amount of channels if you're somebody who's gonna watch TV, but let's be honest, if you're in Las Vegas and you're staying down on Fremont Street, most of the time you're probably not in your room watching TV. But I will say they did have a decent selection of channels, and you can access all of the services from the TV as well. I was able to see that last night. Now, back over here, we have the bed. This is a king corner suite with a pool view. Make sure when you book it, for reasons that you guys may have seen in this video or maybe in a previous video, make sure you're getting the room that you booked and you paid for. Because unfortunately, if they can overbook and they can double book, they will. And they will definitely take advantage of people, as what almost happened to us last night. Now, they do have rooms that have double kings. Now, there are no double queens in this hotel. If you get a room that has a double bed in it, it's going to be 2 kings. Now, like I said before, this room is a king corner suite with a pool view. Now, it also is called a strip view, and we don't really have a strip view because of where we're at on the building. If we were on the opposite end of the building, I think we would have a strip view. Unfortunately, we're kind of blocked by the gold. Now, over on the bed, we've got 2 lamps on either side. I will say this side of the bed, not really that great because there's nowhere for me to plug my devices in. I had to go plug my stuff up over on the desk. So keep that in mind if you have 2 people coming and you're going to be sharing a bed, that only one side of the bed has plugs. There are lamps on either side of the bed, and they both have nightstands on either side of the bed. You can control an individual overhead light on your side of the bed, and then there are lights up on top of the bed. So I have to say, overall, this is one of the best lit rooms that we have stayed at on the strip so far. Majority of the rooms are just so dark and they feel very cave-like. This room honestly was one of the brighter ones. Was it great? Not necessarily, but it was still really good. And during the daytime, as you can see, because we're in a corner room and we have 2 very big windows, we get a lot of daylight in here. Now, one thing I will say is the blackout curtains actually do a pretty good job of keeping the light out. However, I will say, if you book this room with a pool view, you are going to hear all of the sounds from Fremont Street, from the pool, and there's nothing you're going to do in this room that's going to block out the bass that you're hearing from out there. So if that's something that's going to worry you or make it impossible for you to sleep when you do sleep, make sure you don't book this view.
All right, here is a view that we have of the Circa Stadium Swim. It's pretty nice. Those are the pools you can use. There's a couple further down here that are private if you get a cabana too. So it's a nice view. But like Nacy said, there's Fremont. And that sound just literally echoes out that tunnel. There's a stage there where bands play at night and comes right into this room. Nonstop.
And if we pause for a second, you can hear the thumping of the bass. Now that bass didn't stop till about 3 o'clock in the morning this morning, and about 8:30, 9 o'clock, it was right back to where it started.
Yeah. On the other side of the room, here is the view. You get a nice view of the Grand, with the Grand pool over there, which is kind of nice in the distance there, you can see. Then to our right is Binion's, which is way up there.
Fire.
Oh yeah, something's on fire.
Can see the black smoke right here.
But this is our view. It's basically mountain views. The other room we had was just mountain views and tops of hotels like this. It was not... It was okay. I mean, if you're not there for the view, don't worry about it. But you definitely can tell the difference between what's supposed to be a pool view and what's supposed to be a not a pool view. And the pool view is more expensive.
And I will say the other room, one of the windows was like this, but the other window had like a giant ledge.
Yeah.
And it was a very cut off view, so you didn't get like the full floor to ceiling length windows like you do in this room.
But yeah, here's our views in the room. We like them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Wish we were a little higher so we could see more of the other direction, but this view's pretty good. There's not too many high buildings in your way.
Now that we've taken a tour of the room, we're going to go check out the rest of the hotel.
Here is your Alexa. Alexa, open Circa app. It's not very responsive, and it doesn't even respond very well to touch either. Like, it's very... interesting. Hold on, let me get that Circa app open. So there it is. There's the app. You got your resort info, front desk, amenities, bell desk, valet, wake-up call, food delivery, housekeeping. A legit tip is if you hit the housekeeping and... oh, God. Oh, jeez. It didn't register my fingerprint. Okay. So if you touch it, they'll bring it to you. There's no, like, you can't see what's in the dental kit. If you touch the dental kit, they're, like, on their way. You can't do multiple things at the same time. It's literally one piece. Very interesting. Like, if you want multiple pillows, you'd have to keep going in and pushing the pillows.
Now, last night we did do food delivery, and it was pretty responsive and actually wasn't that bad. And it's only from one of the restaurants. It's the Saginaw's that's downstairs, which we'll show you guys in just a second. But that food actually was pretty tasty.
Yeah, it was good food. Here's what the hallway looks like. It's definitely a dark color with some blue carpeting. We are searching for the gym. We've gotten off on the 5th floor. It's really loud here. We'll see if we can find the gym. So this is outside the gym. Get in shape. Waka, waka, waka. Once you get into the gym, they do have a water refill station. Nice, typical weight thing. 3 balls. Some more weight stuff. They've got some ellipticals over this way. Sorry about the limp, guys. My foot's hurting today. But 2 ellipticals, 3 treadmills, some clean towels. That's good. They got that stocked. Got 2 recumbent bikes behind Nacy here. Another, like, sit-down gym machine. Looks like a leg press machine. Then, like, a overhead bench machine. 2 just standard benches. Well, some box jumping. And they got some dumbbells. It's not... and they got some... yeah, they got some exercise bands. So, it's not that big for how big the hotel is, but I don't think a lot of people come down here to work out. But there's a lot of rooms, and if people wanted to work out, this place would be pretty packed. It also says you need a key to get here, but there was no key entry.
I think it's a key to the elevator.
Makes sense, yeah. Well, because you're going to get in the elevator with the key. But yeah. But at that point, everyone who's here can use it's like, why mention it?
When we got off the elevator, some guy was like, "Are you looking for the casino floor, guys?" And we were just like, "Casino floor?" We're like, "No." Just because I don't look like I work out, leave me the frick alone.
Again, it's super loud up here, but that's a pretty cool piece of artwork. This one's in the elevator. I can't really zoom out much more, but they have some really cool artwork at Circa as we go around. So definitely check out. They got some old school Vegas stuff.
Old
Vegas. Make sure you go down to the lobby and check out Vegas Vicky. She's a Las Vegas icon. And they restored her and put her inside the casino. She used to be on top of Glitter Gulch. She's She's really cool. I swear, when we started, her leg was actually moving, though. Right by Vegas Vicky is their huge sports book, and this is one of the best sports books we've seen off Fremont Street, for sure. It's really good. And now to the pool swim. This is kind of the area. Then kind of like the Atlanta airport, you have a massive elevator to go up to get to the swim. And there's the code for the stadium swim. Once you get to the top of the stairs, you go into this area. You can either buy tickets or you have to check in. They give you a wristband. There are lockers to the right. And there is a list of restricted items that I'll show you right here. So you have an idea of what you can't bring, but you don't actually see those items till you get to the security checkpoint. Just know that ahead of time. That's kind of neat, this big mural.
Here's the pool. There's all the upper cabanas. Nobody has booked those today. It's actually not bad out here. It's not hot. The sun is on the other side of the hotel at this point, so I actually don't think now is a bad time to be down at the pool. And then like there's the bar all the way back there. Pretty cool.
Heading down these massive stairs. Little bonus footage for our hotel video. We went to Victory Burger. Check out that, and we'll show you the food we got here. We tried Saginaw's last night with the room service. It wasn't bad, but we figured we'd try Victory Burger. There's only another steakhouse and then a couple of little other things here that to eat at. So this is what we're eating tonight. We got the burger, the Victory fries, the buffalo chicken wraps, and then we got the chicken tendies. Looks pretty good.
And then we got all the sauces.
Oh yeah. They definitely are generous with the sauces, y'all. Give you an idea of the prices at Victory Burger. We paid $64 for 2 burgers, well, a burger, chicken fingies, a side of fries, and 2 drinks. This is the parking structure. All right, that concludes our stay at Circa. We're actually on our next adventure. We want to talk a little bit about that stay.
Yeah. Overall, the room was really nice once we finally got into the right room. However, it was a bit noisy, and that's just because it faces Fremont Street and you get all of that noise from Fremont Street. The bed was decently comfy, the room was pretty large and spacious, the bathroom was really nice and spacious. I have to say, overall, I liked the room.
Agree. It was definitely nicely refurbished, really nice. Most of the people there, honestly, were super nice except for the check-in people. That was the only problem that we had was with them. Mm-hmm. And the good water pressure, and like Nate said, the bed was really nice. A couple of the flaws, the base from both Fremont Street and the pool basically beat on that window from probably about 6:30 a.m. till about 3 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And that's during the week. So I bet you on the weekend it probably even runs a little bit later. So just know that if you're going to try to do anything during the day in the room, it's rather difficult and rather loud. Mm-hmm. The stadium swim was amazing and super cool, though it does have a lot of restrictions on it, which was kind of weird. Like you can't film, but it does say that it's filming you and that you're going to use your film in advertisements and stuff. So just kind of know that going in. The worst part, though, was just the absolute gaslighting from the check-in staff. It literally had an ad for what they were saying they didn't have. Yeah. Right in front of them, 2 inches from their face.
And
it's
they
so
confirmed
weird.
It when we checked in, and we got up to the room, and it wasn't what they said it was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. That was really weird.
It was
odd. It was just a weird experience. We've been lied to when we stayed on the Strip when it comes to getting the rooms and stuff, but we've never had it just like gaslighting in our face, like, oh, we don't have that. And it's like, but this is exactly what the ad calls it. So,
yeah, very strange. Overall, though, I think we enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you're going to spend some time on Fremont, it is one of the nicer hotels on Fremont, so just know that heading in.
Mm-hmm. And food-wise, I will say the restaurant that we had delivered to the room was really good.
Yeah, the guy with the mask on the
Saginaw's,
Saginaw's, yeah.
I think is what it was called. That food was really tasty. We went to Victory Burger the next day, and it was
It was okay.
It was okay.
So food, not not too much different from all the other hotels on the Strip.
So if you're gonna drink, just go down on Fremont Street, go to one of the bars down there, go get some drinks, and then come back to your room. If I'm gonna be completely honest.
And if you want a cheap food, definitely a legit tip. Hit up Dirt Dog.
Yes.
That's definitely the place to get some cheap food on Fremont. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you guys for the next one.
Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.